What's up, everybody? It's Enes here. Welcome to another episode, and our first episode here in Florida. Today we're going to tour this amazing estate right behind me, located in Delray Beach. This home has amazing architectural details, located on the Atlantic Ocean, gets phenomenal views, so I'm really excited for today's episode. Now, specs on this home: we got 9 bedrooms, 17 bathrooms, 25,963 square feet of interior space, and this property consists of 2 lots, which totals up to 1.5 acres. That also gives this property both intracoastal and ocean access, which is awesome. Lastly, this property is currently on the market for $79,995,000. As always, we will leave more information about the property down in the description. And before we start our tour, I want to thank the listing agent, Musa, for inviting us out here and allowing us to tour his amazing listing. Now, let's begin our tour. From the street level, we have the driveway coming up to this point where we have the main gates opening up to this amazing covered entry. I really like the ceiling details here with the ornaments, natural stone floors with the mosaic inlay, and these walls are limestone with shells in them, which is giving it that Florida look that I really like. Now, as we go in, we have this amazing motorcourt and the main house right in front of us. Super spacious entry. And to set the mood, we have this awesome water feature and these palm trees right in the center of the motorcourt before you walk into the property. Now, I'm going to talk about the main house, but before we do that, I want to go back to this side and talk about this covered entry, which is also the detached guest home. This detached guest home has 3 bedrooms, 3 full baths, 2 half baths. That is approximately 3,000 square feet. And on top of that, it holds 2 one-car garages on the bottom, again, servicing the main home. This property is currently owner occupied, and that's one of the sections that we're not allowed to go in, but I at least wanted to mention that. By the way, the stonework continues here as well. I'm sure from the bird's eye view, the intricacies and inlays looks amazing. And this section is also super private. Again, hedged on each side. You can't even really see the neighbors. And we have the house right in front of us. This home was built in 2008, has a very Mediterranean feel to it, and it was inspired by Italian Renaissance and Revival architecture from the 1920s. And that's why we're seeing all these stonework, limestone, column details, balconies, red roof tile, pretty much throughout the exterior facade of this home. Looks amazing. I love the stucco finish, and I mean, it's so grand. I'm pretty sure I look pretty small right in front of this home. Now, while we are here, on the right-hand side, we have the garage opening up to an incredible, not subterranean, but a lower level garage that we're gonna check out later. And we have this amazing wide stairway right in front of us that kind of leads us to the entry of this home. As you come up to the entry, we have beautiful columned arches, ornament details on the ceilings, and on the floors, we have these inlaid stone details that looks gorgeous, and it brings you to this interior courtyard. Now, this courtyard is very unique because it was actually inspired after Biscaya Gardens in Miami. Looks stunning, and all the rooms on the first floor pretty much open up to this space through the French doors. We have the ceiling all opened up, palm trees on each corner, and you can actually look down to this space from the second floor, which looks amazing. Fire pit right in the center, ton of natural stone throughout. And of course, let's not forget all the Corinthian column details and the mosaic inlays on the walls throughout. This is amazing. And something about this grand entry and this courtyard that leads you to the front door, I don't know, it just feels very regal and grand.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's something about it just screams Miami. I really like the fire pit. I'd spend a lot of nights out here, but the days are a little too humid. Let's go inside.
Let's go inside, right? We have this covered entry. I love the chandeliers and the wall sconces that we have throughout. Front door, let's go inside. All right, everyone, here we are at the entry. We have beautiful inlaid marble floors, double staircase that goes up to the second floor, 2-story ceilings here with this gorgeous crystal chandelier. I mean, the ceiling treatment here with all the plaster details, columns on the second floor, and this limestone interior clad where we have the front door. This is incredible. I just said it literally minutes ago that this home feels very grand, and this entry certainly lives up to that. Now, as soon as we walk into the property, we're head on with the amazing ocean views. You can actually see the infinity edge pool going down on your ocean view. Amazing. And as we go this way, we have the groin ceiling details on top, complemented with these chandeliers. And this hallway on the right-hand side leads us to kitchen, family room, and the dining room. On the left-hand side takes us to the club room and the movie theater. But we're gonna take this way and check out the formal living room area or the grand salon. This room is super impressive because of all the intricate architectural details, starting with the ceilings. I mean, the woodwork, the hand carvings, the ornaments, the color variations. I don't think we've ever seen a ceiling this detailed before, which is amazing. Right in the center, we got this gorgeous chandelier, kind of a 2 seating sections, marble tables in the center. And of course, talking about those limestone details, we have this awesome gas fireplace here with a limestone mantle that I'm pretty sure never been used. So it looks this pristine.
Yeah, let me ask you this. So the ceiling is really intricate, and I always feel like ceilings like this cannot be done in today's day and age, like by hand. Like when I see this, I'm like, okay, that must be like very old.
It can be, it's very expensive.
Yeah, so like, are these handmade, are these machined? How does it work?
I'm pretty sure certain parts of it are some sort of a mold or like pre-cut wood.
Yeah.
But again, assembling it, color variations, all that, most parts of it, believe it or not, is probably hand detailed.
Really? Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, I guess I can see that Renaissance influence.
This home, the way it's been designed, every single room was truly kind of relating to that architectural details of Italian Renaissance revival architecture, which is amazing. By the way, this section is all hardwood floors inlaid into the natural stone floors. And while we are here, look at these incredible ocean views. We have these massive floor-to-ceiling windows with the arches on top. And we have these 2 pivot doors that opens up to the backyard as well. Now, I want to go this way. By the way, before we go check out the next room, Mikey, look at all this stonework around this arched entry. Isn't this incredible?
Yeah, you really just don't see houses like this. We live in LA, we see some of the most expensive homes in the world, but none of them are, some of them are, but many of them are not this solid.
It's so amazing. All right, without a doubt, this is one of my favorite rooms in this house, this club room, this entertainment space. I mean, I can probably do a 15-minute episode on this room alone, and I'm not joking. Literally, the amount of intricate details, the woodwork, the stonework, the seating areas, bar sections, this room is amazing. I think it's so full of character. And I guess let's start from this section. We have a ton of built-ins, beautiful wood paneled walls, and bookshelves with LED lighting. Look at that spiral staircase that goes up to the second floor of this open club room or study. Are you seeing the amount of details on that staircase? This is insane.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Amazing, amazing. And we have the seating area here, another gas fireplace. Now that darker marble that you guys are seeing, that's Portoro marble. It's one of my favorites. And I love how they kind of complemented and created this beautiful contrast with a lighter tone marble. And look at all these carvings and statues and details on this fireplace. I mean, this looks amazing. I mean, without a doubt, one of my favorite kind of moments and corners of this home, in my opinion. Mikey, we need to pan up to the ceiling. We're not done yet. We have so much more to talk about. So this was an Italian fresco, meaning this was a painting that was actually done in Italy. It was shipped here, and they installed scaffolding to paste this painting right to the ceiling, and they had to bring the artists also finish up the edges and corners and kind of blend this painting into this home. And on top of that, we have the plaster details throughout.
Just like Michelangelo did it back in the Renaissance, you know?
Exactly. I mean, you know, when we said it was inspired by 1920s Italian architecture, we meant it. It's literally, they thought about every single detail. So amazing. Right where Mikey is, we have a dual elevation bar setup. Of course, marble countertops, ice makers, small fridge, everything you need. All these windows looking towards the backyard. And the last part of this club room is this seating area here with a gorgeous chandelier above. All these massive windows, which are columned and kind of detailed with the stonework to again kind of match the architectural design of the home. That looks towards the amazing views. And since we're in Florida, these are impact rated glass windows. In case you're wondering what that is, I used to live in Texas and I had a chance to develop a lot of properties there. When you live by the coast, you need to protect your home from hurricanes, meaning when you have winds going above 100 miles an hour, your windows needs to be able to withstand all that impact in the wind coming through the house. These are generally double or triple glazed windows. They're super durable, and same thing applies for the doors.
Yeah. Do you know like how, like the rating system on it? Is it for like miles per hour, like the wind, something like that?
I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. The way they test these windows is they throw a 2x4 with a gun going, I want to say 100 to 120 miles an hour. And if it goes through the window, that will disqualify it from being impact rated.
It's like a potato launcher, right? It's like one
Kind
of
of.
those air-powered guns. Yeah.
As basic as that sounds, believe it or not, that's how they test the impact rating on these windows.
Yeah, that sounds like kind of like an informal system. Like,
not the efficiency or what kind of a weather protection you get. I'm talking about the impact. If something is flying through your windows, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Amazing. And lastly, we also have these sliding glass doors opening up to the backyard. That backyard is amazing, and we're gonna tour that later. That pretty much wraps our tour for the club room. Again, amazing room, without a doubt. I think this room and the primary bedroom is my favorite rooms in this house. And this room continues this way. We have another smaller hallway that actually connects to the main hallway that we were touring earlier. Same growing ceiling details, beautiful water feature on this side, and it goes and continues this way where we have the game room. I guess club room was designed to entertain, and your entertainment flows to this section where you have a foosball table, poker table, these game stations. But even here, just like the club room, we have amazing wood paneling on the walls with all the crown molding details, where we also have LED lighting. I mean, another gorgeous ceiling with plaster details, chandelier above. And I know I forgot to mention this at the club room, but all the wood paneling that you guys see throughout is actually, I guess, book matched, where you can see the veneers kind of matching. And I've never seen that kind of attention to detail before.
I don't know if we've ever seen book matched wood, but another thing I gotta say, they have a genuine slot machine over here. I can't think of a better way to make your money back from
Having friends over?
buying beer and alcohol for having friends over than, you know, taking their money with that.
You can have that too.
Yeah.
All right, pocket doors here, going to this section where we have beautiful inlay marble floors, small sink setup, and this door opens up to a powder room, again complementing this side of the home. Going through these doors, again, pocket doors. Let's just show this real quick. All solid wood. That takes us to the movie theater. Now, this movie theater, without a doubt, is one of the most unique movie theaters we've ever seen on this channel. I say that because it's actually Russian themed with all these darker tones, velvet finishes, detailing. I mean, look at the ceiling alone with all the intricacies and cove lighting and chandelier right in the center. And to top it all off, same design elements is on this side where we have the screen, and even these modern electric recliner chairs have been detailed with all the stitching, lining with the gold and burgundy color.
Well,
This looks so timeless.
You gotta try them out, right?
Let's do that.
That's why people watch the channel, you know?
They would just see me trying things out.
They're like, we want to see
they do
Ennis
recline.
sit in movie theaters.
Super comfortable.
And some of you might be thinking that it's a little bit bright in here for a movie theater, but if you want to darken the space, all of these windows have automatic shades that close at the push of a button.
There you go. Also, I do like that they have these floor-to-ceiling windows that looks towards the courtyard because it's just a nice view to look at. And I know this is a bit of an interesting route to take, but I want to take everybody back to the outdoors for a second because we're going to go check out the other wing through that door. But before we go there, this door opens up to a full-size gym that faces the motorcourt. And continuing this exterior hallway, we're back at the kind of a grand exterior entry. And on this side, we have an additional pivot door, impact rated, that opens up to the second entry of this home. Just like the grand entry, we have limestone on the walls, beautiful ceiling treatment on this staircase. And this staircase leads us to the lower level where we have a nice open living room area, a couple storage closets, storage areas, and we also have the massive car gallery on that level. You can probably store 12 to 15 cars out there very easily, and that car gallery comes back out to the motorcourt. Now, another thing here, we have this hallway taking us to the formal dining room area, but first I want to go through this curved interior door and check out this amazing powder room. Beautiful inlaid stone floors. We have the water closet on this side, and I really want to take my time to talk about this amazing vanity design with the wrought iron legs. And I don't even know how they fabricated this stone vanity with all the mosaics, carved sink design, all this texture here. This is just a powder room.
Yeah, for like a little like out of the way powder room off a staircase, it sure is nice. I noticed these little figurines carved into the stone also. If y'all can see those.
Isn't it amazing? I mean, they probably spent $30,000-$40,000 just on this vanity design alone. And this powder room actually gets a front-facing balcony as well. And lastly, let's point up to the ceilings. We have these murals on the ceilings with the growing design and a chandelier above. Again, this is just one of the powder rooms in this house. Amazing. All right, back to the hallway. On our right-hand side, we have floor-to-ceiling windows looking towards the courtyard. And on this side, we have the formal dining room area. We have an antique solid wood dining table that sits 12 people, which is positioned right in the center of this room. Beautiful hardwood floors that kind of has this distressed finish, and it's in our favorite pattern, which is herringbone. So I had to mention that.
That's right.
2 chandeliers above, and I really like this coffered ceiling detail with the moldings and intricacies with the plaster. This is amazing. I feel like we're kind of going back in time in a really elegant way.
I'm continually impressed by how every room is so different, but they have all these very small details and cool little elements, and it doesn't feel overwhelming though.
It's because of their light color palette that they have throughout, and instead of these smaller windows that we're used to seeing in these kind of homes or eclectic architectural homes, they have these massive windows which brings in a lot of natural light, makes the space really airy. And on top of that, I have to mention this, they have these Corinthian columns pretty much throughout this room as well, which is amazing. And this is the door actually that opens up to the wine cellar that's on the lower level, and they positioned it this way to kind of complement the dining room area. Now, this is the hallway that takes us to the kitchen and the family room, but I'm gonna take this route. We have kind of butler's pantry here, small service area, ice maker, farm sink, dishwasher, again, small fridges to complement the dining room. And it leads us to an additional hallway. A lot of hallways in this house.
Very nice hallways though.
Very nice hallways, all with limestone. And I wanted to point this out because this goes down to the lower level as well as the second floor. This is where we have the elevator access. Also, this elevator is hydraulic, so I wanted to mention that. Now let's go back to the hallway, and this opening leads us to the kitchen and the family room. This side of the house is all open. You have the same light tones throughout. I really like these wood beamed ceiling detail that we have throughout, chandeliers above, and I want to start with the kitchen first. And to go with the timeless design of this home, they of course went with the marble countertops with the lid design. We have the island right in the center here, and going this way, we have the paneled Sub-Zero fridge and freezer, same plastered molding details throughout. Not many uppers actually. They kind of wanted to leave this kitchen all open and airy, so we have mostly base cabinets. Same marble countertops are also here. We usually see this design element in more of the classical or timeless homes where they kind of recess in a section where you put your gas cooktop. It kind of draws your eyes towards this side of the kitchen. We have a 60-inch gas Wolf cooktop here, marble backsplash, pot filler, our favorite, and the same ornate details continue. Also, these cabinets are inset cabinets, meaning the surface of the cabinet and the drawer fronts are all flush, so it gives that nice subtle modern detail. And to go with the more timeless design, we have these lips all around the kickouts. around the cabinetry, dual elevation with the bar seating on the other side. And lastly, we have the sink and dishwasher here. Overall, great kitchen, nice and bright. Right across, we have a nice dining area with some built-ins to complement the kitchen. And right across, we have the amazing family room. This room is super spacious, like pretty much the rest of the home and all the rooms that we've been touring so far. Stone floors, nice L-shaped couch design here. We have the TV on this side, and this guy touring homes like he always does. Chandelier above with that subtle industrial detailing with the bulbs. And let's see, Mikey, let's cover this section real quick. We have a nice powder room here complementing the seating area. Onyx countertops with the backlighting. We have an onyx drop-in sink, which is very unique. Water closet on the other side. Again, this powder room is here to complement the covered patio space and this family room area. And now that we are here, we have these floor-to-ceiling windows focusing towards the amazing backyard and the ocean views. 2 picture windows, more picture windows here. We have another pivot door on that side opening up to the pool area, and we have this pivot door opening up to the covered patio space. The backyard of this property and the ocean views are incredible. We're gonna check them out later in the video.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that we're not in Hollywood anymore until I look out and see the Atlantic Ocean out there. And Florida's a lot different than LA in the way they design homes on the beach. You're just right there. You just walk out. We're
literally right there.
We're gonna see it in a minute.
Absolutely, but first, let's go back to the entry, take the staircase, and go check out the second floor. Tell us a little bit about the owner's story and why he wanted to go so out of his way to create something this special.
Sure. So the owner, he and his family are from Italy, born and raised over there. And a lot of his influence in building this home came from his upbringing in Italy. The home is based off of the 1920s Renaissance revival. A lot of influence from Palm Beach architecture. He was always, very into architecture. That being said, it led him to building his own home. And being that he had so much time, that he sold his business, he put all of his time and effort in making this the most spectacular piece of work that he could.
All right, everyone, here we are at the second floor landing. Just like the grand entry, this side of the home is very impressive with all these columns and open space. We can actually take a look at the ceiling plaster details from here. Just looks stunning. And right across from this landing, we have the seating area for the second floor. Nice couch setup. We have the TV on the left, another mural right on top of us with this really unique light fixture chandelier. And right around the corner, this door opens up to a full bathroom, again, kind of complementing the seating area. And more importantly, we got an awesome balcony here where we can see the ocean views. Should we go outside?
Let's check it out.
Let's do it. Now, this is the balcony off of the second floor landing. And look at these views. Palm trees, your pool setup, ocean breeze coming in. This is what Florida is all about.
It's really nice. I grew up in Texas. You lived in Texas. It always annoyed me that Florida had blue water and Texas didn't, It's like so nice out there, but Texas is brown.
It's super nice out here, and we're gonna talk more about the backyard and the ocean in a bit. But first, let's continue our tour on the second floor. We're back at the second floor landing, and we're gonna go to the left first, which is on this side. By the way, each one of these hallways and the joining points have amazing ceiling details with chandeliers, paintings, murals. It's almost overwhelming to point out each one of the details. Now we have a pocket door here opening up to the second floor of the clubroom that we toured earlier. That's the staircase that I showed from the clubroom coming up to the second floor. And as we follow this walkway, these walls are perfect for you to feature your art. These French doors open up to the balcony that we just saw, and this is even more unique. This staircase goes up to technically third floor of this home where we have an area that you can kind of overlook the ocean and kind of an elevated point
It's like
to
a
look at.
viewpoint.
Viewpoint, exactly. I couldn't get that name out. There you go, thank you. We're gonna continue this way. We have a kind of a seating area on this side where we have more of these elevated, amazing views. I'm just so impressed with the attention to detail in this house. I mean, we saw all those exterior claddings with the windowsills and all that, but I can't believe that they brought all those details to the interiors and clad all these window surroundings with wood paneling, intricate molding. Amazing.
Yeah, and this is kind of like what the developer is using as an office right now, and
Yes,
this would be a great office to have.
without a doubt. This would be a really nice one to have. All right, back to the hallway. Now we're gonna check out some bedrooms on this level, which there are a lot. Let's go back to the hallway. This door opens up to the first bedroom on this level. And continuing this hallway, we have another door opening up to another bedroom and another unique route. Follow me this way. Now we're at the courtyard on the second floor. This is the balcony space. We can actually look down on the first floor courtyard, which looks awesome from here. And you get all this outdoor space, and of course, even on this level, everything is clad with natural stone, even your railing designs, floors, and we have a guest wing here that is partially kind of disconnected from the rest of the house, which is kind of awesome, so you get that privacy. And this is the first guest room. This door opens up to a full bathroom, vanity set up here, and a gorgeous walk-in shower around the corner. As we get out, this is where we have the bedroom, super spacious, king-size bed. These French doors open up to a small balcony facing the motorcourt, and we have the walk-in closet right around the corner. Now, let me take everybody back to the entry of this guest wing. By the way, super bright, ton of natural light coming in. And this is where we have the second bedroom suite on this wing, another king-size bed, ton of architectural details, carpet floors, another set of balcony looking to the motorcourt, and another set of balcony on the other side looking to the interior courtyard. A lot of balconies.
Balconies aside, I gotta say this carpet in here is incredibly soft.
Yes, without a doubt. Color palette, the whole vibes. We're liking out here. Florida has been treating us well.
Yeah, it has been. Maybe you might see us in Florida more often. Who knows?
More often, who knows? Stay tuned. Walk-in closet here, and this is the staircase off of the second entry where we have the dining room area, if that makes sense. We can take a closer look at the ceiling treatment. Gorgeous chandelier above, ton of natural light coming in. Let's see. This door opens up back to the balcony on the second floor. Now I'm gonna go through here. This is a seating area for another bedroom on this level. Again, super spacious. Ton of woodwork on the walls, and going in, we have the bedroom here. Another very spacious bedroom, hardwood floors, TV set up on this side. Right around the corner, we got a beautiful bathroom with marble floors and a walk-in shower. And going in, we have the walk-in closet right here. Now, the best part on this level, the primary bedroom suite. I guess before we cover that, I got too excited, Mikey. Almost like third or fourth staircase access. That's where we have the elevator. And following this hallway,
I gotta say, I'm a little turned around. You gotta tell the audience where we are.
yes, I will. Chandelier above, mural. That's the landing of the second floor. We made a full square around the second floor, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
But instead of using the interior hallways, I kind of took everybody outside. Inside, it might have gotten a little confusing, but
Yeah, you won't see those other YouTubers doing that. We're doing it right.
no, we're doing it right. And everybody gets to see everything.
Yeah.
All right, these double doors open up to the primary bedroom suite wing. We have marble and onyx inlaid floors. These are the onyx pieces, and that's the marble right there, and the marble. Incredible. Look at this hallway with the groin ceiling details. This is incredible. I'm just out of words. Like, what kind of hallway is this that takes you to your bedroom, you know? It's amazing.
We get a little glimpse of ocean out there.
Without a doubt. All right, 2 bathrooms. Let's go check out this one first. This one has more of the darker tones. Portoro marble that we saw at the club room on the first floor. They have it here throughout, but again with a ton of inlays. This French door opens up to a balcony that we saw earlier. And like we mentioned earlier, owners are still occupying the space. We have the walk-in closet here, but we don't want to go too much in there. You guys get the point. It's beautiful woodwork throughout, pretty spacious. We have an island set up right in the center. On the other side, bathroom continues. Even these columns are out of the Portoro. Same marble inlay floors are pretty much throughout. We got a vanity design here with the same Portoro marble. Beautiful woodwork. Look at all these carvings and details. It's stunning. Water closet and a gorgeous walk-in shower here where they clad the whole thing with Portoro marble. Looks stunning, and in fact, they installed it in this really unique, almost like slab-like way where you can actually see all the seams and details. Looks stunning. You have dual of everything. Even the handles have the same marble, which is awesome. Granite above, everything you need.
Didn't you say that marble is kind of rare or hard to get or something?
As far as the research I did, it looks like it's one of the most rare and valuable marbles in the world. So, and it looks stunning.
They have a lot of it here, so.
Without a doubt, a lot of marble in this house.
Yeah.
Second bathroom, more of the lighter tones. Even the floors are book matched with this really unique inlay design. We have a coral tub right there with the chrome fixtures, walk-in shower behind that, 2 vanities, super spacious. And Mikey, let's turn around. This is where we have the second walk-in closet. Again, pretty spacious. Let's go check out the primary bedroom, which in my opinion is probably the best room in this house, and you all will see why. And it starts right here. Marble floors transition into this carpet setup, which is super plush and comfortable. Seating area. You kind of have a small bar setup here, TV. I can easily see someone turning this into like a coffee bar for their mornings. Dual-sided gas fireplace, again clad with natural stone. Bit of a seating area there with a massive picture window. And this opening here, clad with natural stone and all these columns, leads us to the primary bedroom, or where we have the bed. Seating area on this side. This room is so spacious. Without a doubt, this is one of the biggest, I think, primary bedrooms we've ever seen on this channel. And chandelier above. Look at all the plaster details on the ceilings here with the cove lighting. And I'm just overwhelmed in a good way. Like, I just want to keep talking about detail after detail. It's just amazing. King size bed. And Mikey, we have to show this. We talked about it earlier, right? Automatic shades.
Oh yeah? It's a lot of light.
A lot of natural light coming in.
And now we're in the east, so you get the sunrise over here.
Also, I need to add, these are types that you like, which are tucked into the edges. So you get that true blackout effect. I'm gonna put them back up. I'm pretty sure everybody got the point. And overall, it's a very impressive room for a couple of reasons. Number one, its size. Number two, this wing of the house actually kicks out about 20 to 25 feet. And it's actually closest room to the ocean. I mean, ocean is literally right there. I've never been in a house where you can experience Atlantic Ocean this intimately and this closely. All these massive floor to ceiling windows looking towards your backyard, amazing views. I'm pretty sure it feels very special to wake up in that bed, and this is the first view for you to look at in the morning.
And that backyard is nothing to scoff at either. It's pretty nice.
Without a doubt. And that wraps our tour for the second floor. Now let's go back downstairs and go check out the backyard.
Being that we're so close to the ocean, you know, I spent a lot of my time when I grew up on the beach, surfing and in the water, and the water is warm year round, so that's really enjoyable. If you are into water sports, it's only a walk away. Surfing, kite surfing, Florida is renowned for kite surfing with all the wind that we get here. And you know, the new hobby of flight boarding and jet boarding, that can be really fun too. So see some people out there now with their electric jet boards and flight boards.
I mean, I can only imagine during those glossy days, it would be so fun to just walk on your backyard, access the ocean, come back, take a shower, walk inside. It would be amazing.
Oh yeah, right? I'd have to agree.
All right, everyone, let's go check out the backyard. And it starts right here with this covered patio space, natural stone floors, and I really like the way they clad the ceiling with these wood panels and LED lighting. It gives it a nice warm tone. And off of this covered patio space, we have a nice outdoor dining area, outdoor seating area that is facing the ocean views, as well as the pool, which is right behind Mikey. We're gonna check that out in a bit. And the last part of the covered patio space is this bar area. Again, clad with limestone that we saw off of the entry with the shelves on the inside. That gives it that nice warm Florida look to it. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, is that fabricated? Like it has to be, right?
It has to be manufactured,
Yeah,
I would assume, with the shelves.
When I first looked at it, I thought it was like fossilized stone, and I was like, no, this would be like
They have
hundreds
shelves
of
in
millions
it.
of dollars.
It's unique. I've never seen it before as well.
Yeah.
And of course, we got to talk about the beautiful mosaic mural on the back. And the last part of this bar design here is you have an ice maker, sink, fridge, kind of everything you need. Now let's focus to the other side of this backyard, which is, or the center of this backyard, which is this amazing 12-foot deep pool. Love the simple plaster, and they have this almost like a bright mosaic tile around the coping, as well as some parts of the pool. 12 foot, which is amazing. I mean, this side is super deep. We got an infinity edge on the other side. Amazing views. And something about Florida and palm trees that I love. And it's just awesome to see these palm trees kind of framing the backyard. Let's see, we have the steps here, and the pool kind of extends out on this side, kind of serves as a water feature. And these two pivot doors and this picture window is where we have the formal living room area or the grand salon. And continuing on this side, natural stone floors. Those are the doors from the club room. And on this wing of the backyard, this is where we have the spa. Looks super inviting. Trellis design on the right-hand side with a sculpture, more of that Greek and Italian influence.
Let's see how well you know your Greek or Roman mythology. What's that? What god is that?
Zeus?
No, here's a trident.
I tried. That's the only one I could have come up with right
It's
now.
Poseidon,
Okay. I could have known that.
the god of the sea. That's right.
That makes sense. We're on the ocean. That makes sense. All right. Here we have an outdoor seating area with a fire pit right in the center. And Mikey, I was going to talk about this from the lower level, but can we come to this corner right here and look at the house? I mean, it looks so significant and so solid, and something about Mediterranean and kind of Italian architecture that makes the house feel so grand. I don't know what it is. It's like the stucco, all these arches, these massive windows, the railings, and all the roof lines, overhangs with those ornaments on the bottom. House looks spectacular from the outside. All right, we have two staircases going down to the lower level on this backyard. And that infinity edge that we saw kind of turns into a water feature here. And even on this side, look at all that mosaic detail. I'm assuming that's hand laid. And can you imagine the amount of work that it takes to kind of design that mural?
Yeah, and it's not just a water feature, that's also a hot tub. Did you say that?
I would think so. I think this is a hot tub as well.
There's a bench in there.
There is a bench in there. So I would assume that's a hot tub. Now, as if all that backyard wasn't enough, you get this amazing flat space. And this is not just your backyard. I mean, that's literally Atlantic Ocean right there. So it's kind of mind-boggling to see this much land and property. And I want to talk about the location of this property. So we are situated on a barrier island where we have the intracoastal on one side and we have the ocean on the other. And because the island kind of varies in size as it continues, we are on a section where it's quite wide. And that's how this property gets a massive motorcourt, huge home, and all this backyard space, and still accesses to the ocean, if that makes sense. And in terms of land, this property consists of two lots. We're on the main lot right now, which is approximately 1 acre. This is where we have the main home. And right across the street, we have another lot. That's where they have all that outdoor stuff, tiki hut, pool, boat access, which is awesome. All right, Mikey, the last part of this backyard. I mean, before we leave this section is amazing. You can probably throw like a 200-300 people party here, no problem. We got an outdoor shower there out of a windsurfing board, so that kind of hits the home for me. I used to windsurf a lot, so that's kind of awesome.
And this kind of reminds me, I spent a lot of time in Hawaii growing up. My mom's Hawaiian, or from Hawaii, so this feels very much like a Hawaiian backyard on the beach, but like we're so far away.
It is refreshing. I almost feel like I'm out of place wearing a suit and about to go into the ocean, but
You're about to walk on sand with
exactly,
your shoes?
We're going to, because in our tours, we cover every detail possible, and this house is all about the ocean. So we're gonna go to the ocean. We're gonna check it out.
This is kind of against your character, and it's usually you don't mess with your shoes.
I don't, but it's for our audience, and our audience comes first. So let's go check out the ocean, which is literally, what, 20 seconds away from your home?
Yeah.
And
It's that time of the year right now, so we have a bunch of seaweed, but
it's also a little bit gloomy today, but it's beautiful blue waters. This home has 100 feet of ocean frontage, which is amazing. And you literally walk for 20 seconds, sit down and enjoy the ocean breeze. So peaceful. I love this.
that sound too is just so nice.
So nice, right? All right, everyone, that's it for pretty much the entire house. But of course, we're gonna do what we always do. We're gonna spend a few more hours here, wait for the sun to go down so we can see this place at dusk. All right, everyone, that's it for the tour. I hope you all enjoyed this video. This is our first episode here in Florida, and I would like to think we chose a pretty amazing home to start our journey here. And I really want to thank the listing agent, Evan Musa, for inviting us out here, allowing us to share his amazing listing with all of you. I also want to congratulate the owners for doing a phenomenal job with the build. And I felt like the architecture of the home fit really well with the environment here in Florida. And lastly, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys next week.